Now at 4, a group of teens brutally attack a man walking home in Hermosa Beach, sending him to the hospital. And it's not the first time these teenagers have targeted random victims in the South Bay. Good afternoon. This is KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm John Finolio.
About half a dozen teens circle the man on bikes as he carries a pizza, then beat him to the ground.
And it was all caught on camera. KTLA's Jacqueline Sarkeesian is live in Hermosa Beach, where she spoke with people who say these teens are well-known troublemakers in the area. Jacqueline.
Hi there. Good afternoon to both of you. A lot of people we've been speaking to say they are well aware who these suspects are, and it's just a matter of time before they're caught. But the attack happened in this alleyway here in Hermosa Beach, from where that victim lived. Friends of the victim tell us he has been released from the hospital. He is back home recovering. That's the sound of a man getting attacked by a group of teenagers on electric dirt Friday night in Hermosa Beach. It happened as a man was walking home carrying a pizza just before 8 o'clock at night. He was in an alley court just 1 block away from here. Several surveillance cameras captured the assault. At first, the victim is seen talking with the teens. Then they start beating and punching him, even kicking him as he falls to the ground. At one point, the suspect hitting him with a pizza box before taking off, leaving him unresponsive.
They run around and cause a lot of trouble.
Jeffrey Van Sickle owns String Electric Bike Company in Hermosa Beach and says these teens are no strangers to the community.
These kids are noted for constant trouble. They run in packs 5 to 6 bikes at a time. I've viewed and witnessed attacks in Redondo. They circle people and then they attack them.
Van Sickle says the suspects are riding electric dirt bikes, which are illegal.
Anywhere in California, on the streets.
On the street?
Yes, they are off-road dirt bikes, just like a Kawasaki or something like that you're riding in the woods.
Hermosa Beach police confirmed the assault on social media, saying detectives arrived on scene within minutes and that the victim was transported to a nearby hospital for medical treatment. Police have not shared a motive for the attack, but some residents have their theories.
It's going to be cool, obviously. Someone overheard them say something about we got to do something, and that's what they did.
I've known some of the kids from school, and they're just like, they just do everything for no reason.
So as I mentioned, a lot of people know exactly who these teenagers are. Some of the people we've been speaking to say that they believe the parents of these children know what they're doing. They're turning a blind eye. I mentioned that victim back home recovering. I did reach out to Hermosa Beach police. At this point, they say no other information, no other details are available at this point. This is still an ongoing and active investigation. Reporting live from Hermosa Beach, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, KTLA 5 News.
Jacqueline, thank you. A growing memorial today in honor of a Burbank police canine named Spike. The dog was shot and killed during a deadly confrontation with a suspect. Officers say they were conducting a traffic stop when a passenger in the car ran out up an embankment and into a residential area. Spike searched for the passenger, who was believed to be armed. Police say the suspect then opened fire on Spike. That's when officers returned fire. The suspect was killed and Spike later succumbed to his wounds. That suspect's identity has not been released. And developing details in the death of the teenage girl whose body was found inside singer Tesla.
Attorneys say determining how Celeste Rivas Hernandez died will be critical for investigators to make an arrest. But today we've learned that information will not be made public for now.
2 critical pieces of information are needed, and that is the manner of death and the toxicology reports.
In the investigation of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez from Lake Elsinore, only detectives will have those details for now. The girl's body was found in the trunk of singer David's in the Hollywood Hills in September. So tell TMZ the body was dismembered and partially framed. The LAPD is secured, which is a court order to keep the medical examiner's findings from being made public.
The coroner and the police are not to release any information to the media until those 2 critical data points are known. Because once we know what the manner of death is, then the police will be able to put all that information that they've gathered together to determine whether or not this was a homicide and who was involved.
Sources tell KTLA singer David is a suspect, and now another person is reportedly being investigated for being involved before, during, or after her death. Attorney Mark Garagos, not connected to the case, says detectives are investigating a trip David took to a remote area of Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night around the same time it's believed Rivas Hernandez died.
Which has allowed them to at least try to put a circle around the various who may or may not have more information. They believe that they have triangulated locations which are very interesting to the investigation.
The medical examiner released a statement expressing frustration with the security hold. Meanwhile, David, name is David Anthony Burke, is reportedly not cooperating in the investigation. We reached out to his lawyer, but did not yet hear back.
Surveillance video of the moment driving to a 2-year-old on an e-bike, leaving the boy seriously injured. It happened last night at the intersection Peak North and driver then car before a well to pass. The car is registered in Fulton, and there is evidence inside that may these clues help them track down that driver. All right, it is that week upon us. No matter how you are traveling to see your friends, and it is going to be busy.
AAA estimates nearly 82 million people will travel this week for the holiday. 2.5 million of those travelers will be going through LAX. And that is where Lindsay Pena is live with the latest on your holiday travel forecast. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Sam. This seem to be moving along pretty nice here at LAX so far. I just tracked aware about 108 and only 9 cancellations out of LAX today. People here that talk say they are just trying to stay optimistic. The travel rush is well underway at LAX. 2.5 million people are expected to come through this airport alone during a 12-day period before and after the Thanksgiving holiday.
I got to the airport a little bit earlier to try to get through all that, but surprisingly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
People like Scarlett Rodriguez say they were prepared for any delays.
So far, so good. Just got to do a little bit of moving around. Yeah, it's so far, so good.
Earlier, travelers dealt with federal government attention, say staffing shortages and flight cutbacks. The Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy saying operations are back to normal. They anticipate potentially record-breaking holiday travel season.
Tomorrow will be the busiest day. There'll be 50 flights tomorrow as Americans board aircraft, fly across the country. Maybe they're going to go to events, they're going on vacation, or hopefully they're going to time with their families.
AAA says nearly 82 million people expect at least 50 miles from home Thanksgiving. That's an increase of 1.6 over last year.
No delays with the flights. We've got a long layover, so if there is any delays, we're pretty anxious to have it.
While many say it's been smooth, others run into some snags. Randy Leza missed his flight.
I was supposed to already be on my way home, but I had some issues, so I'm flying later on. So I'm gonna sit down, have a meal,
But he's positive and looking forward to getting there eventually.
A little cold over there, so I'm not excited for that. I'm excited to the family and spend some time together,
While the weather isn't an issue here in LA, it is in virtually other part of the country, especially in the where storms in Texas forced hundreds of cancellations at Dallas-Worth Airport alone. That's Live News. John, back to you.
Lynn, thank you. We know it's going to pick up. And Gene Kang's here. First look at your forecast. Hey, Gene.
Hey, nice. I think I got on a plane and went to Miami. She's not here for broadcast. I want to let everyone know. Well, absolutely gorgeous out here, as Lindsay said. Southern California is where you're week. This absolutely gorgeous. Water is going there against the shore. So let's take a look at your weather headlines. There are some weak samples that are going to warm up this week. We're talking possibly Wednesday. Temperatures in the upper 70s by Wednesday. going to be nice, dry, cloudy, and mild. A slight change week, but we're not talking about that heavy downpour that recently, so don't worry about it. Just some pop-up showers here by possibly maybe Saturday or Sunday. And just as Lindsay was at the airport, let's take a look at some of the conditions around the country. Boston, 40 degrees. Also other locations, San Francisco, 61. New York, LA, New York, LaGuardia there, 49 degrees. Seattle, 47, and then Los Angeles here, 63 degrees. So overall looking very nice. Burbank, 69 degrees here locally. Fullerton, 66. Corona, 69. Oxnard, 62. The winds are mild and very calm. Forecasted highs for tomorrow as we wrap. Oxnard, 71 degrees. Long Beach, 75. Chino, middle of the map there, 80 degrees. Big Bear, 54. And Palm Springs, 1 degrees. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Gene. We've coming up on the news report.
A startling news finds a growing number of teens turning AI forward. What experts say it could mean for an entire